Hey guys, Team Rated RKO 86 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Monday Night Raw, ECW, SmackDown, and iMPACT. Okay, we'll start off with Raw. It was the Slammies. Dennis Miller was the guest host. I'm not going to go through all the Slammies, quite frankly I can't remember all of them. I'll go through the main ones, like Superstar of the Year, Diva of the Year, Match of the Year, and I'll just point out some matches. The few matches that stuck out in my mind were the four-man tournament for the right to claim Superstar of the Year. Unfortunately, John Cena won that tournament, which did mean he became 2009 Superstar of the Year, which was quite a big letdown, considering both Randy Orton and CM Punk were in the running. Undertaker was in the running as well, but I've got to agree with some people. I don't think he deserved it. Even though I am a big Undertaker fan, I think CM Punk really did deserve it for all the things he's accomplished this year. The retirement of Jeff Hardy, two-time world champion in this year, and he won the Money in the Bank again. Yeah, as I said, they had a four-man tournament. It was CM Punk versus John Cena and Randy Orton versus Undertaker. Randy Orton won against Undertaker by Rhodes and DiBiase coming in, and Randy hit an RKO outside. In the John Cena CM Punk match, John Cena won. He hit the FU or attitude adjustment, whatever you want to call it, to get the free count. And the match between John Cena and Randy Orton was quite impressive, to be honest. Compared to some of their other matches, it was a really good match. I didn't get the rating, and I haven't posted the video yet, just because the reason I haven't actually got the rating, no news I haven't heard any news of it. So we'll move on to ECW, and in this episode, they did what Tiffany's called the ECW Homecoming Tournament, and it was old ECW stars coming back to face off against the current ones, and finally we got to see Vladimir Kozlov versus Ezekiel Jackson. William Regal came out to the ring with Vladimir Kozlov, and in the end, Vladimir Kozlov, I think, went for a running big boot or headbutt, I don't know, and William Regal from the outside hooked the leg, and Ezekiel capitalized, and he hit the urinary slam, whatever he does, which shows that William Regal is on the side of Ezekiel. In the other match, it was Kane versus Zack Ryder. In the end, Kane won. It was quite a good match, I think. It weren't biased to anyone. It was quite a two-sided match, and Kane hit the chokeslam in the end. We'll move on to SmackDown, and main highlight was that it was a #1 contenders match between Batista and Rey Mysterio. I think this is the third straight week they faced off. I'm not too sure. Batista dominated most of the match, but it was a quick counter by Rey Mysterio that got him the #1 contendership. And if you haven't heard yet, next week it will be Rey Mysterio versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship, and yes, that is Christmas Day. Other highlights of that show, it was Maria versus Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix won that match by hitting the Glam Slam. There was a six-man tag, which was Festus, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre versus John Morrison, Matt Hardy, and R-Truth. I'm not sure, but I think it was Drew McIntyre's team who picked up the win. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, we'll move on to iMPACT. Now, another really, really good iMPACT this week. Again, the knockout stood out in this. It was a three-way tag match, I think it was. The Beautiful People versus Hamada and Awesome Kong versus Taylor Wilde and Sarita. It was Awesome Kong and Hamada who came up with a victory. Awesome Kong went to hit the Awesome Bomb on Madison Rain. Madison Rain countered, but then Awesome Kong dropped down with all her weight, hitting the sit-down splash to get the 3 count. And Lauren came out to interview the Beautiful People, and as you know, they have had the little rivalry, Lauren and the Beautiful People, and Lacey Von Erich said an insult to Lauren. Lauren slapped her and walked off, and as you know, she is retiring. So I think that's the end of Lauren, I'm not sure. A match that really, really did stand out was the Daniels versus Desmond Wolfe match. That was just amazing all the way through. In the end, it did lead to the timeout because, you know, TNA Impact's now got the time limits to their match. But it was a really awesome match, loads of submission holds, and as you know, Desmond Wolfe, such a technical wrestler, it went really well, a really great match. Both sides had equal opportunities to get the win, and it was just counter after counter after counter. The main event was a 10-man tag team match, but in the end, everyone sort of broke loose because of all the rivalries that were going on between the match. There was Bobby Lashley in that match with Scott Steiner. They went off to fight backstage. There was Raven, Stevie, and Abyss all on opposite sides. Obviously, they went into the back and they fought each other, and it led to just being down to Tom Coe, who returned recently, AJ Styles and Kurt Angle versus the British Invasion, and it was AJ's team who picked up the win in the end, and they did celebrate, and Kurt Angle and AJ had a little bit of a thing that they was pushing and shoving each other, but then Daniels and Wolfe came out because, you know, they're facing each other this Sunday at the pay-per-view, and they just ended the show. Daniels hit the Angel's Wings on AJ, and Desmond Wolfe locked in some sort of submission on Angle, and that was how they ended the show. I think I'm going to give the show of the week to... I think I'm going to give it to TNA Impact just because of really how awesome the Daniels and Desmond Wolfe match was. I recommend that you go check that out. I'll try and leave a link in the description to that match. And I think that all just about sums it up. Oh, and I have the TNA Impact and WWE Superstar ratings here. TNA Impact scored a 1.0 cable rating, and Superstars scored a 0.9 cable rating. Okay, I think that's about it. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye.